Hi everybody, and welcome back to Hex Token Channel. Man, oh man, what a great day for Hex in my view. We've got the old Hex bounce back in price, and of course it's consolidating now. But never count Hex out, eh? It's a super fighter, but like Rocky, and so I love it. I love it. Love it. Pumpamentals are always in place, so stakers relax and enjoy. Sit back. It's going to be fun. Let's get straight into today's. We've also got some update about Nomics.com and the market cap. So let's go. Hex.com. Woohoo! All right, here we are, day 708. Just snapshotted about a couple minutes ago. And of course, 24 hours. Every 24 hours, it gets a snapshot. The snapshot's the price. This is 9th of November 2021, and we snapshotted 18.558 US cents. Up a nice 10.3%. That's a good solid move. It actually had a much higher price and went up to something like 22, 23 cents. But we'll check that out shortly as well. So pretty nice. Let's go. All right. So the return on investment is jumped up there to 3,287 X based on the 5th of January 2020 low price. And of course, the payout per T-share 5.817, slightly better than average. Nice. Enjoy stakers, and so nice T-share price 3,581, up. It was cheaper yesterday, as I said. Pick up those T-shares, DCA. You never know when the bottom price is going to be, but in a DCA strategy can pretty good. Otherwise, some other people wait to see how far the price will go. All right, T-share rate 19,297. A dot day again. Wow, after the parabolic theme was starting to set in, just a bit of edging off on that. So average stake length 5.78 years, and slightly down on the previous day. Annual percentage yield rate, interest plus early end stake penalties, 37.27. Not too bad. Not too bad there. Would love to get that plus 38% more. I love that. And even sometimes when we get the super penalties, well over 40%. Liquidity 147.7. Yeah. All right. I love that. We're down from 159. That was kind of the peak there, as you can see, in the last 10 days. And 147. So that's positive. And what's that about? Is that 11 million around there? 10.5 million, something like that. Liquidity in the pool said 27.3 million US dollars, up strongly from yesterday. And what's that, about almost 2 million US dollars? Nice. Pulled ETH, of course, from 7.99 up to 8.41. Really strong move. So we're all happy with that. That's pretty cool. Okay, total locked US liquidity. Total locked value. 11.65 billion. That's up, of course, with the price. Market cap is got snapshot at 106.34 billion. Now this is going to differ from Nomics.com, which has now revised their figure. So we're going to check that out later in the video and look at the reasons why. So T-share market cap 39.44 billion. And that's the value of the T-shares. We got 11,012,540 T-shares, up 3,070. So some people definitely took the opportunity to get some more T-shares. Nice one. That is what Hex is all about. Total stake supply, is 635.7 billion. The minted inflation is 9.7. That's what's got mint today, not too high a day compared to all the other days there. And of course, circulating supply 573 billion, down 41 million. So that's a big decrease in circulating supply. Very cool. Of course, the less supply, the more market demand. Now, this number here is what Nomics was using, and of course, they've adjusted that. We'll look at that later, as well as I say. That happened. So circulating supply is down in any case, and the stake supply 62.8 billion, up 51 billion, million there, and another good day. Well done, stakers. That's what I said. Get staked. That's what Hex is about. Stake it and relax. GA, we'll jump past the GA numbers. Stake percentage of coins is 9.88%, up slightly, and payout 64 million to stakers. Nice, better than yesterday. And penalties, another good day of penalties, 1.5 million. Once again, stakers get to enjoy those penalties when people don't keep their commitments. Total holders 380,440, up 407. Nice gain there today. Stakers up 72, so that's better than yesterday. And I always like to get these back into the hundreds. That's what we want to get, the stakers back in the hundreds. And so we'll look forward to that. Total stakers 87,059, up 106. Nice. And total change in current holders, 266 up to 266,145. Now, obviously, this is still growing, so these are all growing metrics, and that's positive. But when we get into more virality, we expect to see these, and maybe just when Pulse Chain launches in the first instance, that we expect to see more growth, higher levels of growth, where we get into the hundreds and then thousands and then tens of thousands, is what we should expect potentially in the future. All right, let's jump over to the current market price on DEX Tools. This is the USD pair V2. And of course, you can see the chart that we've been using here for the price predictions. These were our support lines that were in the chart structure, obviously with our long-term support uptrend in the purple there. And of course, what a day, a beautiful day. Come on, Hex, I love it. Anyway, we'll celebrate the victories when the victories are there, because Hex is got amazing ability to do what other charts can't do these days, it seems. And of course, here we are. We had a low of 16.4 cents, and we had a high of 21.1 cents. So not quite 22 cents as I suggested before, but 21.1 cents. So really cool. And let's have a quick look at the hourly. We're back on support line, by the way. Back on the support line. It's now resistance, of course, but we're back on the support line. And of course, we're back at the 200-day rolling average too. Interesting, eh? Interesting. So we'll see how that bodes out over the next 24 hours. But you can see we had a huge pump here on the hourly. And of course, went down to 15.6, and then we pumped right up there, folks, 35% up to that beautiful 21.1 cents. And we're still up at the moment, still up from the bottom there, around 19%, assuming you're taking this bottom, of course. So very cool. And we'll watch out and see where that goes. Obviously, if it can make higher lows, then the bottom may have been in. And we will watch out for that for sure. Let's go back to the daily quickly. Don't want to spend too much time on this, although it's a big deal. Is that let's get the old. What was I going to check there? So let's get the old from the bottom, and we're still currently about 67% down. The very low, of course, about 75. So we really pretty much had a 75% correction. There's a good chance that the bottom is in here. Good chance of that. And we hopefully will just move sideways, something like that. So watch out, folks. This is probably a bit more important than these other green candles that we had when we broke the downward trend from this top line here and started going down. So interesting stuff. I think that's going to be really cool. And maybe the bottom is in. Maybe a good chance now, 75% good chance. I mean, it can always go to 85, but good chance the bottom is in. So let's see how we get on with that. Not investment advice, of course, and but hey, looks positive, looks promising. All right, let's jump over to Nomics.com, and of course we can see. Let me just pull up this explanation here. So we've got Nomics.com. We've got. Let's go to the very top here. We're going to go to the main leaderboards here. We've got the market cap at 3.1 trillion. We're going to go all the way back now. So Hex has fallen from number 3 spot, and then you know that Binance passed it yesterday. But since then they've updated the market cap, which is just a vanity metric, as Richard always says. It doesn't really mean anything in terms of price going up and away. We're now down at number 18, down 14 spots with this change in the market cap volume. So you see the market cap now. We had a snapshot of 100 million, as you saw. Let's go back up here. We had where's the market cap over here? Market cap. I'm trying to find that now. I do this every day and I can't find the market cap. Hey, don't be so hard on yourself. There's the market cap, 106. That was traditionally how we'd report it, and of course this has been changed on Nomics, and it's now showing as 14 billion. But that doesn't matter anything. This is just a vanity metric. It really doesn't mean anything. Circulating supply times price. So let's go in and see exactly what they've done here. And of course, the circulating supply now is 75 billion now. So instead of using the full circulating supply, as we see on daily stats, we've got 573 billion. They're now just excluding, pretty much excluding the, where'd I go there? Yeah, pretty much excluding. Let me go back here. So pretty much excluding the Origin wallet, as I always point out every day when I do that. I do the circulating supply. I talk about the circulating supply every day. I say that includes the Origin wallet, which doesn't really do anything, just supports the fundamentals and the market cap in this case. Well, that's no longer going to apply. They're pretty much going to exclude it. And here is the example. They're going to use the Gunther the accountant's reconciliation, and of course they've excluded the Origin wallet at the top, which is about 560 billion. This was back in about February or something like that. I will leave the link to this full explanation in the blog at the top here, and this is from the pretty much the owner of Nomics, who's also a HEX owner. So market cap is a silly made up number and always has been. Only the price you can sell at matters, and that's true. Richard Hart, HEX founder. So this is from the Nomics CEO, I believe, and that's got all the details in here. And obviously a HEX holder as well, and a Hexagon. So pretty cool. Check out that, folks. It's a huge long post of that, and I think you'll find it very useful if you're a Hexagon. Well, let's jump over to the charts here. Pretty much US dollars pretty much the same. We're going to jump through this one probably quite quickly since we've been already up to almost 11 minutes. Where T-shares are edging off here, I believe, and we've got a nice little pump here. High. If this is the low, then we're going to see this here start rising up again, and we're also going to obviously we've got these. This is definitely, even with dot days, this has definitely got a parabolic shape kicking in now. We're not seeing that little step shape there so much, and it's starting to get in that parabolic for the long term. I might do a bit more on that in the future video. And of course, daily payouts looking sweet. Adoption is continuing to rise. We're still having positive growth every day in staking and wallet, so that's positive. And don't forget that I did a video on the HEX scale, and that's coming up and expected to launch in December. That could be huge for buying demand from wealthy private individuals, and of course once they reach their funding, their investment targets, that will then be going public, and that will mean that will be open up to various kind of VC institutional type buying, potentially even IRAs and things like that. So it really does going to open up. We look forward to all the details about that as it comes up there. Current T-share price 3,500, and the HEX current HEX price 18. All right, let's quickly look at the map here. We can see that we've got stakes. People still staking, of course. Let's go down and quickly check the 15-year. We've got the 15-year. So we're coming out of this. Actually, I really not a big favor of this view at the moment. We're going to change that to now. And of course, we're going to, let's show the dates again. We're going to change that, and we're going to change that to months, and we're going to decrease that to 4 months, as we have been doing. And let's get out of there, update that, bam, let's go. All right, so we've obviously got November coming up, and we've got a couple of decent candles, 417, something like 369, but really it's at the end of the beginning of December that we've got the big candle 775 and 667 in the mid-December, and as I say, 1st of January, we've got the big stake 5.3, and then it really is open flatter for 2022. So if you've got fundamentals like HEX scale, you've got that towards the end of the year, you've got the highest of stakes documentary that's really gonna, that gets on all the mining streams, that's really gonna get huge viewership and the virality. So we've got lots of things pushing in big money and virality of new users. Really, it does look exciting for 2022. Plus Pulse Chain, of course, which brings in all the projects and communities from Ethereum, and everyone hates the high gas fees, so that's looking super mental. All right, let's get into the HEX whale, of course, and get some details around these stakes coming out as well. So we 23 hours ago, we had this stake for 15 years. Nice one, and 280 T-shares. We did have a sell, of course, 2.2 million HEX sold. They sold on NewSwap. That was 23 hours ago. Then we had 2.1 million buy for 386,000. We had a 9.2 million staked for 53 days. This is one of these short-term stakers, as we say. When we're looking at these candles, we've got a lot of short-term and long-term maturing, because HEX is only 2 years. So we've got people with the 1 year stakes, 2 year stakes maturing. We've got almost 2 years stake maturing. We've got people with short-term stakes that they just keep rolling quarterly and monthly and stuff like that. All right, so we've got 13 million here staked for 10 days. So that's what I mean, just short stakers as well. Now they're going to get less T-shares, right? They're going to get less T-shares, as we showed in this chart here. Let me refresh that. It's taking a little while. As we showed down in this chart, we're getting this parabolic rise. This means that they're going to get less shares every time they decide to do short stakes. So they're going to have to make a decision either way about that eventually, or they can just keep going and just get less shares as they go. Because that share rate going parabolic means they're going to get a lot, relatively less shares every time. So it's really important to know. All right, so then we had what we got here? We got that was 1 hour ago that happened, and then we had 3 minutes ago, 1.6 million X just sold on Uniswap. So that just probably dragged that price down a little bit there. Yeah, we can see that instead of 18.5 cents, we're down at 18.1. So you can blame it all on this person here selling. You got the address. You can leave some abuse. Just kidding. We're all lovely Hexicans here, so we don't want to get that sort of stuff. But anyway, so big news, of course. Price bounce back. Nomics.com is changed the market cap, and I wouldn't be too worried about that. This means that we can, the higher the price goes, we'll get back up into that top spot as well. We're getting that top spot, and that should be cool on that. All right, hope you enjoyed that one. Feel free to subscribe, like, share, and hit the bell, and I will catch you in the next video. And looking to deliver another insightful video around Pulse Chain or Hex today, so watch out for that later on. All right, subscribe. Bye for now.